welcome to the One SouthCoast Chamber Podcast, the official podcast of the One SouthCoast Chamber serving the business communities of southeastern Massachusetts. I'm your host, Mike O'Sullivan, CEO of One SouthCoast Chamber for our first episode, and we're going to highlight some of the exciting content we have planned for this podcast, and then we may talk a little bit about the podcast as we move forward. Today I'm joined by Katie Green, Vice President of Marketing and Events, and Ian Trombley, Vice President of Public Policy at One SouthCoast Chamber. The One SouthCoast Chamber podcast is going to start off with 3 different editions of the podcast that you will be able to find under the One SouthCoast Chamber podcast show wherever you get your podcasts. So now I'm going to turn it over to Ian and Katie, and we can talk a little bit about some of the types of shows we're going to do, and we'll just talk in general, get started. So welcome, Katie and Ian.
Thank you, Mike. We're excited.
Yeah, it's great to be here. Looking forward to doing this. We've been talking about this for a while, so it's great to try to finally get this going and kind of enter this new digital world, right?
Yeah, it's nice to move the chamber further into the modern digital world.
Sure is. We just got TikTok, too, so now we're really rocking between TikTok and a podcast.
The future has arrived.
There you go. It'll pass us by faster.
So we're calling our podcast the One SouthCoast Chamber Podcast, but what we're actually going to do is have different mini shows, I guess, mini episodes, I think we would call it, under the main podcast channel. So we're going to probably, over the course of time, have 3 different types of episodes. We'd have a special edition episode, which I think, Mike, you would be hosting with a special guest, whether that be one of our member businesses, community people, things like that. And then I'm going to be hosting what we're calling, for now, we think we've settled on this title. It may be a working title, so if you hear it change, that's why. But we're going to call it the Quick Hits Edition. And that's where we're going to talk all about our previous events and upcoming events that we have going on, like our Business After Hours, legislative events, women's power lunches, and, of course, the Big Fish Chowder Fest. Yeah, and then Ian, you've got one that you're going to do too.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to starting a show called what we're calling the Policy Pulse, where I'm going to talk about different policy initiatives, public policies that impact the business community, government affairs issues, anything that's really from a government standpoint impacting business. So looking forward to hopefully inviting some legislators in, some decision makers in, having different guests in to kind of talk about what's going on in Beacon Hill and maybe on the federal government as well. So looking forward to that. I think the different style of shows is going to be good. People can have a shorter episode, a few minutes to kind of learn what we're doing on a month-to-month basis here at the Chamber and kind of dig in a little deeper with a little bit of a longer episode to talk about some policy initiatives and things that we're working on with our legislators. So I think there'll be something for everyone on here.
I really do think there's going to be something for everyone. It's a wide variety. The Quick Hits is going to be a lot of fun because we always have a lot of things happening as evidence on our television show. Yeah. We could spend an hour just talking about the different events and things the Chamber has going on over the course of time. So anyway, I know I'm excited about this. You guys are excited about it, and we're really looking forward to it. Podcast is new for me. It's definitely new for me, but I'm excited about the opportunity. But if anybody, want to make sure that we tell everybody, if you're interested in commenting, giving us ideas, or any feedback about the podcast, you can reach out to us at info@onesouthcoast.com, and we'll make sure that we get back to you, answer your questions, take your advice, hopefully. Sometimes you have to be careful.
Consider your advice.
Yeah. Disclaimer.
Yes, we need that disclaimer. So anyway, guys, any other comments? Any other further comments?
Well, I think the only thing that we'll probably should let people know is don't expect us to drop a new episode every week at the same time, because we're going to be a little bit sporadic with that. instead of sporadic, I think we should say we're going to be a little bit more intentional with
Yes,
what we're doing.
yeah, I think-
Intentional is the word.
Yeah, probably a few episodes a month, I would expect.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 a month, depending on schedules. And like I said, I'm going to be working with hopefully some legislators and elected officials to work around their schedules. But we're hoping to have something pretty consistent, that comes out from between the three of us.
Right.
Well, it sounds terrific. So thank you for joining us today on the One South Coast Chamber Podcast. And make sure to follow the show wherever you get your podcasts so you can stay tuned in when we release new episodes. And also remember to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and now TikTok at One South Coast Chamber for daily updates. Thank you so much for being with us.